Hello and welcome to Martin Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and today we're doing the Sunday show. Today we're looking at NVIDIA. We're going to be also looking at crypto, stocks, your suggestions, looking at charts purely for educational purposes. Nothing I say throughout this whole video is going to be considered as financial advice. Please do your own research. And don't listen to what I say. So let's get straight into it. Bitcoin. We haven't looked at this. I don't think we looked at it last week, so let's start off with that while your suggestions start coming in. So we are currently sat at $54,300. This is the last level of support we are currently at. It's around the 52,000. 52,000. Why is sorry about this, I'm just having a technical issue. Let me just refresh TradingView. I am having a slight issue with TradingView at the moment. I do apologize. Let's go to your questions and I'll try and get TradingView working, which is not working at the moment. Do excuse me. Let's open up a new window. TradingView. Let me get all my... I apologize for starting off with a technical issue. I did not imagine we had one, but it will be all fixed in just 1 second. No, that's not working. Let me try the app. Continue. I've already done this. Thank you all for tuning in. I see that James has got his 1-year badge, so would like to congratulate James on that. Thank you for being here for a whole year. I got my 2-year badge a good few months ago now, so I wonder if there's a 3-year badge. I don't think there is, but that will be interesting to see. Let me see if we can get my TradingView working, because that is an important launch chart. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, let's go through your comments. I think I've got TradingView working. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Here we go. Bitcoin. Okay, so let's look at your comments. TradingView is now working, which is good news. Okay, so unfortunately I can't scroll up to Derek's comments. So Derek, if you want to post your suggestion again. Thomas says, hi Sensei, could you look and buy sell zones for Broadcom AVGO? Yes, we could have a look at that. We then have Martyn says, party time is now over. Now let's look at the man. Now it's time for the man of the hour, Sensei. If you missed today's event, here's the playlist. Yes, that's the playlist. If you want to go back and see what I've said is true, go back on that. Go and try and learn a bit more about charts. James says it's his 1-year membership. I'm a 1-year member today. Congratulations, James. Let's see if we can do the... There we go, there's some fireworks for you, James. Thank you for being a member for a year. You've been a great member throughout this whole year. I've just crossed a month, says Tan Pek Hoi. Welcome to the family. You've just crossed a month. Thank you for continuing your membership and being here for a month. Stephen is here. Hi, Stephen. How's your oil trade going? We can always have a look at MTDI if you like. Henrik is here. Tim Rogers James he says, congratulations on 1 year. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. Thank you, Sensei. Much appreciated. No worries, James. Thank you for being a member. Please hit the like button. Yes, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, do that as well. Sensei, do you believe the tech sector is pulling back because of the uncertainty of interest rates? I think tech said it's a mix. Typically, just because interest rates come down doesn't mean everything should go up. I mean, right now is when the companies feel the interest rates the most. This is the longest they've been hit with these interest rates. once they start coming down, obviously, then that's good for them. However, this is the most pain they will feel throughout this interest rate cycle. So they are feeling the pain. The other issue can be this whole AI boom. Obviously, the tech sector has gone heavily invested in AI, which they're not reaping the benefits of currently. Is there an AI bubble? Maybe there is. That's why we'll look at NVIDIA. That's why I have buy levels lower. There has always been cycles of investing, market sentiment, dot-com crashes, sectors that go up. It happens in crypto a lot. On a smaller scale, of course, it's not as prominent, but certain ideas and sentiment goes towards a certain sector, such as gaming or payments or meme tokens, and then it dies off. Obviously, it's a smaller example of what we can be feeling with the AI boom. So it's because maybe another factor could be, as I said, these tech stocks have invested a lot in AI and they're not reaping the benefits. Maybe as not as quickly as they thought, but more importantly, not as quickly as investors thought. I think the companies themselves know that it's a long-term investors, but a long-term investment. However, the retail investors probably thought that it's a shorter-term return on their investment, so that could be causing the tech sector to come down. Um, I like the 1 year badge. It stands for numero uno. Yes, it does, James. Thank you for joining. So Henrik says, can we look at BVNRY? So I'm going to start off with Bitcoin, maybe produce a video on a few cryptocurrencies, and then we can move on to your suggestions. I'm going to do it a bit differently. The videos today, I might do a few stocks slash cryptos in one video. So let's start off with the crypto video, and let me make sure. Let me get this running. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's get started on crypto analysis first. So the time currently is 8 crypto vid um, here we go. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas investor. Crypto has taken a dip. Are we at buy levels? We're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at XRP, and a few altcoins within this video. So please stay tuned in. Remember, anything I say is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell these tokens. When I refer to buy or sell zones, that is just technical levels that I believe are support and resistance. So do not take my word for anything. But let's start with Bitcoin. So we're at $54,300 right now. We are at a level which I believe is support slash a buy zone. Throughout this whole uptrend, there was no areas to be buying. The cryptocurrency Bitcoin, I think, at 53,000. 133 around the levels we are now. It's a technical level. If we break below, we can see further downside, but it is my first buy zone. If we break below this level, however, I believe we're coming down to maybe an area such as 45,000. It will be a break of a short-term structure, and Bitcoin is in a really nice uptrend ever since of December of 2022. It is the best performing asset out there. We have just put out a video about how Bitcoin is boring. Yes, it is boring, but for the crypto investors, for Bitcoin investors, you are still, I think, is the best performing asset in history over the year, over the month, maybe not over the month, but over the year, over the 2 years, over the 5 years, over the 10 years. It is still the best performing asset in the history of existence. So we have to take that into account. You can see that the trend is only up for Bitcoin. However, I'd like to buy at lower prices. First buy zone is at 52,500. We're going to be looking at altcoins as well, such as XRP. So stay tuned, because when Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down a bit quicker normally. So my next support for Bitcoin is 45,000. Even if we go to 45,000, you can see that all of these are higher lows. It doesn't actually break the long-term bull market structure. We are currently in a bull market on Bitcoin and in the S&P 500. So even if we go down to 45,000, even if we go down to 35,000, you are still in a very pronounced uptrend. Still probably a bull market, but we have to see where we go from these levels. This week I'm focusing on 52,500. If we break that level, then it does look like we are going to be going down to lower levels. There might be a bit more pain if we suddenly drop. Remember, crypto can suddenly drop. Those are the times I personally like to buy, when there's blood in the streets, when you suddenly see a 15% drop on Bitcoin, 30% drop on altcoins, 10% drop on Bitcoin, 20% drop on altcoins. That is typically the best time to either buy it for the long term or buy for the bounce. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. Along with Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin dominance, which means how much of the market cap of crypto is in Bitcoin. That is, as we said, it was on a Wyckoff accumulation. We've said it's going to go on an uptrend. It's continued its uptrend. More money, 56.9% of the crypto market cap is in Bitcoin. As the more that goes up, when we go into an altcoin bull market, an altcoin season, as some like to call it, that money from Bitcoin flows into the altcoins. I imagine that will be the main altcoin season will come next year. Bitcoin's probably the safest investment for now, but it doesn't mean there's not good deals in the altcoin market either. So just remember, Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin comes down in price, Bitcoin dominance will continue to go higher, in my opinion. It just means Bitcoin comes down in price less than the altcoins. If Bitcoin goes up in price, altcoins at this time of the cycle, it seems like Bitcoin will outperform altcoins as a whole. So we are still expecting Bitcoin dominance to continue to go higher. Some altcoins to look into, one of the higher market cap ones would be XRP. One of my personal favorites. It's sat at 52 cents. Yes, it's been boring, but yes, along the way, there's been plenty of trading opportunities. I've been saying every time it drops to about 42 cents, you can make some money. 42 cents last time, it went up to 73%. 47 cents up to 73 cents. 42 cents all the way up to 64 cents. And 42 cents again up to 67 cents, which is a 76% increase. So there's been opportunities to trade this and also increase the holdings. I do expect when the altcoin season comes around, we can start seeing XRP at prices above the previous all-time highs of 2017 at $3. It is still in a nice uptrend. If there is a sudden drop, I do have buy orders set around 30 cents, 32 cents. That would be if Bitcoin drops, for example, 10%, 15%, 20% in a day. XRP can drop 40% very, very quickly. So it's nice to have limit orders set up for something like XRP. We can have a look at Pro, as one of our members likes to invest in CRO. That is also, I haven't looked at this for a while, but it has been an uptrend since 2019. Higher lows, that is that area of about 7 cents. That I'm expecting that to go to $1 next bull market, so that's at least a 10%, a 10x on your return. Where would I want to buy this? Maybe around 6 cents. The next one I'd like to look at is a meme coin, Doge. It's the longest standing meme coin. It's been here for a while. I'd like to buy that around about 7 cents or just above 7 cents, and worst case around 6 cents. I expect that to go to $1 as well. We have got something like Gala as well, a big on the gaming side of crypto. When the sentiment changes, there could be a gaming sentiment that comes into crypto. That's currently sat at around 2 cents. This nearly hit $1. So lots of gains to be made. I think this can go back up to $1 maybe next bull cycle. But I think Gala right now is in a range where I wouldn't mind buying. Again, when I see a 15-20% drop on Bitcoin, I will be looking at these specific altcoins to buy some more. We can have a look at Litecoin. I'll be buying that around $40 as well. Currently sat at $60, looking to take profits at $144, and then in the next year around $400 as well. The main stock around crypto is Coinbase. If you don't like to own the crypto itself, you can own the exchange that lets you trade it, which is Coinbase. We had amazing trades on Coinbase. We actually bought it around $32 on Martyn's account. Gave a super chat to Martyn just to show this is a great place to buy Coinbase. He obviously no longer holds it because he's S&P 500 only. But we bought it around there. We also took a trade on it at $50 and took our profits around $210. We're currently back below that $210 support. We've already taken our profits and we're looking to buy it again around $82. So in regards to crypto, I think it's taken a downtrend. We haven't got the continuation of the uptrend this year, but we are sat at support. So let's see how it continues this week. If it does break support, expect a sudden drop on crypto, and that's normally the best time to buy it, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. If you have any specific questions, I mean, leave them in the comments. Ethereum, again, I believe that's going to about $1,800. Everything on the crypto side. Ethereum's broken support. Bitcoin hasn't already. So you can see that Bitcoin's holding up better than Ethereum. That's why Bitcoin dominance is going higher. So if Bitcoin it breaks its support, which is currently sat at, then Ethereum can go down to areas such as 1,700 and 1,800, which is my sort of buy zones for Ethereum. Well, that's my overview of crypto. If you have any specific questions, let me know in the comments below. There'll be a video here and a playlist here for you to have a look at. Do check them out. And if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Let me know what you want me to look at next in the comment section below. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 16, 17. A little crypto overview. Let me write down what's in it. Doge, CRO. Okay, so let's look at your suggestions. The first one we had was BVNRY. BVNRY. If I've missed your suggestion, just let me know. It's OTC. Here we go. We got our take profit. Sorry, we're on the weekly, so let's go on the daily chart. Yeah, we're breaking support now, so I'll be a bit worried about holding this. I'd be looking to this gap will probably be filled at around $10.30. So I'd look out for that. It looks like the momentum is changing to the downside on BVNRY. So let's add our support level at around $10.30. Excuse me. And there's not much else to say about BVNRY. I know we had another suggestion. Okay, let's look at Craig's comment, which was, we will look at NVIDIA shortly. We have to focus on the members. DJT. Oh, wow. This is taking a turn for the worst. Wow. So you've just closed previous gap. It looks like a buy zone. Well, at least the first buy zone. First buy zone we're at DJT. Got an uptrend over here, which we've broken. Yeah, we're at around the first buy zone. The next one would be the near the all-time lows around $12. So there's two levels I'd buy this. One is at $17, which we're at now. And then my next significant purchase would be at $12.45. Where would I take profits? We'd have to wait to see where this downtrend finishes. For example, if it finished exactly where we are now, we could take a Fibonacci from the high to low, and I'll be taking profits around $31. But yes, that's DJT. NVIDIA. Derek, thank you for reposting your suggestions. Sorry, I couldn't see them. For some reason, it wasn't letting me scroll up. We looked at DJT. We're looking at. Oh no, we haven't looked at. Can we look at DJT? Yes. Oh, NVIDIA. Are you still holding until the elections? Can we look at Gorilla? We'll look at NVIDIA shortly. Thank you, Tim Rogers, for the suggestion. Let's just get through everyone else's suggestions. We'll do a full video on NVIDIA. Derek, we'll have a quick look at two of your suggestions. Your first suggestion, ticker symbol INUV. Interesting. It's an interesting stock to look at. It trades very erratically. It's probably low market cap. Yes, it is $36 million market cap. There's not much to say about market caps this low. It's harder to trade, harder to find buy zones, but 20 cents would be my buy zone for that. Let's look at IonQ because that would have better levels. So IonQ, we are losing support. We've done our trades. Now we're losing support. So be very careful with IonQ now. The trend is changing. We've lost support, which just means we can buy at better prices. First level of support is around $6. Next level of support, next buy zone would be just between 4 and 440, so about $4.40 would be the next buy zone, and the one before that would be around $6. It looks like the trend is changing. It's on quite a big downtrend now, so I expect it to continue this downtrend lower for IonQ. Yeah, that. Okay, so let's look at. I bought some Friday James. Probably. We can have a quick look at your other suggestion. Gorilla Technologies Group. $34 million market cap. Very, very small. Not much I can say about this at all. Unfortunately, I won't look at that because the market cap's so small and I don't have any thoughts on the charts. It just looks like lower lows, lower highs, downtrend. So this can go to zero. I just don't know. For companies this small, instead of looking at the charts, you just need to look at the fundamentals. I would probably personally still look at the charts, but they're just much more unpredictable. Let's move on to we've got some comments we can look at. Oh, and we've got a super chat. Let's have a look at the super chat. Sensei, thank you for your weekly work for all of us. Love your charts on companies. Oh, Tim Rogers.
Tim Rogers donated $5 through a super chat. Sensei, thanks for your weekly work for all of us. Love your charts on companies.
Oh, amazing. That's very, very kind. I appreciate that you actually like what I'm doing. I got a comment in Discord today, actually, or was it some point last week? Let me address that as well. Well, thank you for the super chat as well. Not only have you said thank you for everything, you've done a super chat as well, which is very kind. I'm just looking at the Discord. I wonder if it was on my Discord or... No, here it is. Let me show you this. This was Rick McGrath. He said, Sensei nailed it, right on point, amazing work, Sensei. And he's done a trade. I didn't want to respond directly because I think I know what Rick McGrath is saying. Obviously, NVIDIA came down to around $100, which is where I said it would be going. And a lot of people have been messaging me and saying in the chat You're always spot on. Thank you for doing this. You've helped me make money, all this sort of stuff. But I just want to make it clear that you're doing this yourself. If you make money, congratulations. If you lose money, it's also not my fault. If you make money, it's not my fault. This is your own due diligence. Yes, I can give you my ideas, and I'm happy people are happy with the service I'm providing, but I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I'm not doing it because I want people to invest on what I'm saying. That is not the point, and that's not what you should do. Um, but congratulations to Rick McGrath. Thank you for Tim Rogers for doing a super chat and saying that you love what I'm doing. It's really nice to see that people are really enjoying these Sunday shows and giving them a different charting perspective. So I'm really thankful for everyone that tunes in every week. The viewers are getting more every week. The likes are getting more. We've got 40 people watching. We started off with doing this with about 20 people watching, 15 people watching. It's a Sunday night. It's not the busiest time to be streaming on YouTube, but that means we don't get the bots. We get the real investors. We get the real the real people that just want to talk about charts. So thank you very much for all the kind words, and thank you for the super chat. We got some comments. Let's look at them. Can you look at DJT? I think we looked at that. We're covering the FOMC report. We're calling it NVIDIA Day. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that. I bought some Friday, James. Probably sell it Tuesday if it pops on the debate, then buy back before November. Yes, it looks like a stock to be trading. Rain in the UK today. Winter will be creeping in soon now. Yes, we didn't get much of a summer in the UK. We didn't get much of a summer, did we? We've gone straight into winter. The lightning hit last night was terrible. It's so loud, the thunder. Tomorrow morning, big news. We could be getting a huge rate cut tomorrow morning. I thought FOMC is 9 days, I believe. But maybe it's a different event, different news coming out. Some say rates could drop to zero as Fed are so behind the curve. Yes, the rates will definitely not drop to zero, in my opinion. Absolutely not. But everyone's entitled to their opinions. Some say, yes, some do say. Magnificent Seven stock, says Chris. Could be, yes, we can have a look at the stock market, the main stocks as well. If you become a member or give a super chat, we can have a look at that. Could be more than a 10% crash. I call this crash to boom live in the morning. Yes, it does look like we're in a downtrend right now. We'll look at the major stocks in the S&P. Wasn't bad where I am today, James, but was a bit of sun and wind started picking up near 7 though. Where I was, Greg, there was a sudden rainstorm. It was rain like I've never seen before. NVIDIA, please. We'll be looking at NVIDIA, but we have to focus on our members. NVIDIA chart is coming up. Yes, it is. Please hit the like button. Yes, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. How many likes are we on? We're on 15 likes, 64 watching. We can do much better. We're going to be looking at NVIDIA and your suggestions. So just take a second to hit the like button. Once we reach 50 likes, we can have a look at NVIDIA. Without data and financial facts, it's very difficult to make a good financial investment. Without data and financial facts, let's see. Shall I play devil's advocate? It depends what you mean by good financial investment. If your definition of that is making money, if you think a good financial investment results in making money, then I disagree. If you think a good financial investment is something you've done with sort of due diligence and you thought about, then maybe not. But for example, with crypto in 2021, you can throw your money anywhere and make money. The only thing you were doing was checking the trend and tracking money in, and you were making hundreds of percent a day on many altcoins. Without data and financial facts, sometimes I look at stocks like Tesla or smaller market cap stocks like Coinbase. I haven't looked at the financials or the data of the company. Yes, I'm looking at the charts. And I can find buy zones and buy it that way. But does that make it a good financial investment for the long term? Probably not, in my definition, which would mean sort of doing full due diligence before investing. I can't believe it, but looking at numbers, I'm expecting 40,000 for FOMC and 10,000 for debate. That would be amazing. When we do NVIDIA, if you it's so interesting. You can see the members are very patient, and the members are very patient, and they're paying to be members, and the non-members, like yourself, who are watching this for free, not a member, not participating, want things straight away. I will do NVIDIA when I guess when I like, but it would be within the stream. If you do give a super chat, if you do become a member, then you have the right to ask for it. But right now, I don't actually. If this was your first time asking the question, then I would be a bit more polite. However, this is your fourth time just going on about NVIDIA. We will definitely be looking at NVIDIA, don't you worry. And that does worry me a bit. It suggests that you've gone heavy on margin, that you really suddenly need to look at NVIDIA. That is worrying to see. Being desperate to see the charts for NVIDIA, especially when it's not even a trading day, so that the chart the price doesn't move on NVIDIA. I would be very careful about your investments. Because it does suggest you're big on margin, or you're about to lose it all on NVIDIA, so be careful. I missed the lightning, Sensei. Did not strike here. I love a good thunderstorm. Yes, it was an amazing thunderstorm. James. The lightning was white. It wasn't blue. It was like when you see, what's the metal that burns white? Magnesium. It was just bright white light, and the thunder actually set off the house alarm. Thoughts on SMCI? SMCI. After this, we'll check if we've got enough likes to do the NVIDIA chart. Okay, so SMCI has broken the support. I wonder why there was support there. Let me check. Was this in the past? I don't know if it was a support level I did, or trying to figure out why there was support there. I might have to watch my video back. I can't see. Okay, I think it was the lows from the week before. Let me just see this on a daily chart. Yeah, we were trying to hold it. Yeah, I think it's because we were holding this level, but this week we dropped below this level. So yeah, we have broken a small. I should have not done it as a main level of support. It's more of a ray. It's not the most important support, but it is there. So let's do it like how it should be. So we're looking at SMCI coming back into this area of support. It is a large area. Some people just like to look at the area and say, I'll buy within this area. Some people want specific buy zones. I personally break my buy zones up. It just means this is one big buy zone, but I can split up my buys throughout that buy zone. So one buy zone will be 356. The next one will be 315, and the one after would be 269, and then we've got the lowest one, which is 230. So that's, we might bounce off the first one, we might bounce off the second one, we might hit all buy zones, so be careful. And I'm not even showing my chart. Be careful. It can drop throughout these, or it can just hit the first one. So it does look like the downtrend is continuing. The first main one is going to be around $350. It does look like the downtrend is continuing on SMCI. Let's see how many likes we have now. Did we hit our 50? 43 likes, 44 likes. 6 more likes and we will do NVIDIA. So that's my thoughts on that. And once you hit those levels, you can always rebound off them and start trying to get back up to around $600. I'm trying to see. Martyn, can we do a poll to see what percentage of our viewers that are watching this Sunday show are in the UK or America or other. I just want to see on a Sunday because I know a lot of the audience throughout the week is mostly US. I want to see on this Sunday shows, are we more UK or US audience? Because it looks like a lot of people are from the UK. If it's possible, if don't worry if you can't, but if you can do a poll to just see if we're where the audience is viewing from, is it the UK, the US, or other? Mr. Lightning Storm, thoughts on the SMCI? We've just looked at that. Loads of thunder and lightning for me. GOVX, Richard, we can have a look at that if you become a member. It was like directly moving Kent. I live in the middle of the UK. We didn't get any lightning here, unfortunately. It's raining here, Palm Bay, Florida, on the other side of the ocean. A solid investment is when you have done your homework and your personal strategy, both short term and mid term. Tim Rogers, I agree. Live, laugh, live, love, and laugh. LMT, do you think it might be a good buy? Let's have a look. LMT. Um, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 suggestions, and every time I get 3 suggestions, make a video on it and just group them together. Because there's a lot of these stocks that some people might be interested in but won't be able to view the live shows. Oh, we've done the poll. When are the members located? UK, US, or other? Thank you, Martyn, for doing that. I'm going to put myself as UK. Well, keep an eye on that. That will be interesting. So I will look at LMT in a second. I'll group it with the next few stocks, and then we'll look at NVIDIA. A solid investment. We've done that. LMT. Nice one, Martyn. Looking forward to Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday will be great. I want to welcome PLTR. I want to welcome PLTR Dell and Ernie to the S&P 500. Are they in? Amazing. They must have had a nice. Let's look at Dell for a second. Must have had a little pump for joining the S&P, or was it a pump and dump? Nope, it actually was down 5% on Friday. PLTR, let's have a look. PLTR's entered the S&P 500. Look at that, Palantir's just been a silent warrior, just continuing to go up. PLTR, let's add that to the video as well. I'm interested in becoming a member, although I can't really pay. I once heard Martyn saying something of another way to become a member by boosting the Discord server, I think. Is this an option? If yes, I'd love to do that. Bryony, what's stopping you from being able to become a YouTube member on YouTube? What is stopping you from doing that? Is it the country you're in, or just let me know if you can answer that question first, and then we can hopefully find a way for you to become a member. Magnesium. I used to love magnesium experiments when I was at school. Yes, yes, magnesium. That's what it was. NVIDIA chart coming up. Yes. Hi, Sensei. Could you look at the buy and sell zones for Broadcom, Avgo? Are they 2 separate ones? Avgo. I think that's this. Yes, we can have a look at Avgo. I'm going to put it into the video. Avgo. These are the last suggestions I'll be taking because I'll do a video at the end of this live show as well. I'm from Neva. I am from Singapore, Sensei. Tan Pek Hong. Thank you for joining us. I remember it's just become, this is your 2nd month, so thank you for joining us from Singapore. What time is it in Singapore? Must be very early. Birmingham, says Vanessa. Sensei, could you have a short look at Rocket Lab? We can add that to the video. Okay, Rocket Lab. More. UK, Denmark. I'm from the UK, and And I watch Martyn every morning, says Dylan. Well, thank you for being such a dedicated member. Bay Area, California, USA. Amazing, that's a nice place to be. James says UK, Florida, USA. What do you think about the SRI's 60% drop? I haven't seen that. Lake Nona, Florida. I put out that Palantir warning. Oh, amazing, Martyn. Thanks, I'll include it in the video. Yeah, Martyn, let me know what you think. I'm going to do a video because just let me know what you think of the video and we can discuss it after. NVIDIA interested in APLD last week. I maxed my card for the month, sadly. Bryony, that's not good to hear. That's the Palantir video. That's the Palantir warning if anyone wants to watch that. I've lost €300 in a week. Hold or sell? I don't know what you're talking about, Pepe, but I cannot give financial advice. It is early in the morning in Singapore, about 5 a.m. That's what I thought. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Zach, says Stephen. Okay, so what we're going to do now is look at LMT, Palantir, Avgo, Rocket Lab, make it into a video, then we'll do NVIDIA, and then I think the show will come to an end after that. So let's do our last reviews. I hope you can all still join me. Let's see if we got 50 likes for NVIDIA. We're doing that very shortly as well. I think NVIDIA, not only if you're not investing in NVIDIA, but if you just invest in the markets, it's very important to see what direction we're going. So let's do this. Okay. Okay. KLB, that's Rocket Lab. Okay. What's the time? 42:50. And Robin wants Dell, so let's look at Dell as well in the video. Last minute edition. I'll also say goodbye, says Zach. That's very funny. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at a few stocks in this video, some that are perfect buy zones, some that have been suggested by our members. We are looking at Lockheed Martin Corporation, which is LMT. We're looking at Palantir PL, ticker symbol PLTR. We're looking at Dell, ticker symbol DELL, Avgo, AVGO, and Rocket Lab, ticker symbol RKLB. We're going to be looking at all of them. Some of them might be of interest to you, some of them might not. You can always skip through the video where I will be putting chapters to stick to to go to your favorite stock, but I would suggest watching the whole video as you can see which ones are at buy levels and which ones are at sell levels. I do want to remind you everything I say within this video is not financial advice. When I say buy levels, I'm not suggesting you buy, and when I say sell levels, I'm not suggesting you sell. This is for educational purposes only, and my buy sell levels are just based on charts. So please do not take this as financial advice. Starting off with our first stock pick, which is LMT. This is a stock which has got a $135 billion market cap and is in a brilliant uptrend, continuously making highs. If you're looking at on the year, it's up 33%. On the year to date, it's up 24%. On the 6 month, it's up 32%. On the 3 months, it's up 20%. On the month, it's up 4%. And on the week, it's up 0.3%. So this is a stock that continues to make new highs, continues its uptrend, and looks like a very nice upwards trending stock. So let's see if there's any buy or sell levels. Remembering that this is a global security and aerospace company which engages in research, design, development, manufacture, integration, and sustainment of technology system products and services. So you can see the COVID crash. It was here, and the crash of there was a mini crash in 2018, and ever since then we've been in this. Continuing to put in higher lows. Every time we put in higher lows, it just means more people are buying this, less people are selling. The trend is up, it's in a bull market, and you have been in a sort of a parallel channel, so we can quickly check that by drawing something like this. So yes, this stock has been very nice in a bull trend. It is now, I believe, a little bit overbought. The indicators on the RSI on the week say they're overbought. The MACD is trending slightly to the downside, so I'll be very careful. It might be time to take some profits off this stock. Looking at a Fibonacci retracement from the previous high to the previous low, you are extended from the 1.618, so it is past its take profit zone. So I'd be very careful. Where would I be buying the stock next? Because this stock seems to continue to be growing, continue to making highs. I continue want to DCA into the stock. I don't personally DCA at random points. I DCA at where I think. I try to time the market a little bit. Not everyone's strategy. I know people don't like to time the market. I'm not saying I'm going to time the bottom of the market, but I like to have buy zones that are not at all-time highs, at zones that are quite likely for it to come back down to. And the first of them would be $485. That is my first buy zone, and after that it will depend where the stock is trending and at what point it has its pullback. For example, if something like this occurs, it could be at the heart line, my first buy zone, which could be anywhere from 485 to maybe $500. If it breaks my first buy zone, which is at 485, it could then come to the lower area of this parallel trend, which could be around $461. So those are my two areas that I might be buying the stock. And where would I be selling it? I'll be selling it when, for example, if I buy it, I'll show you exactly what I mean. If I buy it at the bottom of the parallel trend, I'll have my stop loss set above there, and then I'll be selling at the top of the parallel trend. So maybe selling back around where we are right now at $566, but I'll be buying it hopefully between $485 and $450. So this is looking like a great stock. Continuing this uptrend, a little bit overbought right now. I would be selling rather than buying at this moment in time, or I would be holding, but I wouldn't be buying anymore at these prices. Moving on to our next stock, which is Palantir, which has just joined the S&P 500. So that should be good for it. However, it does look. I mean, you can look at the fundamentals. We have just put a video out on it. You can probably find the link for it above my head, or you can also look in the comment section below. Where we've done how it's a bit overbought. There's a little bit of a warning for you guys, but in terms of the chart, it's been in a nice uptrend. It's broken every resistance. It's had pullbacks, and now we're looking. We've broken resistance to the upside. We're back at support, so we really need to see how it reacts here. If it doesn't have a major pullback and we break $27, it can continue to be overbought and continue to head higher. My next take profit for this stock would be, there's two levels. One is the highs of $33.53, and the next one realistically is about all-time highs around $45. So looking good. It's in a nice uptrend. Just be careful that it's been going up for a while. But in terms of charts, it does look like it's continuing its uptrend. But if you want to see our Palantir warning, I suggest you have a look at that. That will be pinned in the comment section below. On a charting perspective, looking good. Higher highs, higher lows. Moving on to our next stock, which has also just joined the S&P 500. It is Dell Technologies. It had its highs, all-time highs around $172 not too long ago, back in May of 2024. Has had a sharp retrace. People are looking for the next zone to buy. It will be a very simple one for me. I'll take the last low to the high, and I'll be looking to buy it at two specific levels. One, which we've already hit, is the first buy zone at $90. The next buy zone for me is at $64. An area around there. If I bring this down a little bit, we can have a look. Yes, that is around the same level. So those are my two main buy zones. One is around $90, the next is about $64. Where would I be selling? It will depend whether or not we have already bottomed out. If we have, then maybe $160. If we bottom out at around $90, if we bottom out around $65, the area I'll be selling is about $155. So not too far apart, so we can have our first sell level at around $155. So yes, we can, or we might have already bottomed out at $90, but we might get a retrace. So that's my first area of buying. My next area of buying is at $64. Moving on to our next stock, which is AVGO, Broadcom. Join us every Sunday. Give me your suggestions. We can do your favorite charts. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this video, if you have any suggestions of your own. And if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Let me know you're still watching. So AVGO, $637 billion market cap, major company, and it's sort of just going up in a straight line currently. If you look at it on the weekly time frame, in 2022, from the bottoms of 2022 to the all-time highs, it's done 340% for such a large company, which is very, very impressive. On the year, it's up 59%, and the year to date, it's up 25%. However, it looks like a top has been hit, and we have had some retracement. So where do I think it's going? We take a Fibonacci from the bottom to the high, and we've got a few areas that we can be looking to buy. One would be $114. One would be looking at $72 as well, which would be quite a significant drop. But never say never. It's always nice to have money on the side in case it does come down to these levels. It could be as maybe $78 will align with that support there. I'm trying to see if there's any more buy levels. It doesn't seem like it. So yes, that is very simple. This one, two buy levels for me. One would be, I mean, we can add another one here as well. Might not. Yeah, so one would be 100 and we can add two specific buy levels for each part, which is 4 buy levels, but 2 of them are very close. So 119, 113 first buy levels, and the next 2 buy levels is $90 and $78. Remember, not financial advice, just areas I think will be nice to be buying these stocks up. Remember, I split my buys up between different zones, so I can DCA, but not DCA randomly, DCA at points where I think a reversal can occur. So those are my buy zones for AVGO. Moving on to our last one, which is Rocket Lab, RKLB. Rocket Lab broke a nice downtrend, good support level around $3. We've been following this stock. Right now it broke, let me clean up the chart a little bit. It broke resistance, now it's sat at support. So we're at our first buy zone, exactly where we are right now, $5.75. And that is that we're at a buy level now. We have to hold this level to continue this uptrend. If we do break this level, then we can come all the way back down, which we would hate to see, all the way back to $4.20. This is a very important level. It should hold. If it doesn't, then we're going back down, and unfortunately, it's not looking good. If we, for example, break this level, test that resistance, come back down, there is that potential where we've tested this support too many times and we start coming, we test it one more time and we break below it. That's not what we want to see, and that's not where we're at right now. Right now, we just need to focus on this level that we're at right now, $5.75, and hopefully we don't break below it. One warning to be getting out is if it does break it, if you do have a chance where it comes back up to test it as resistance, you can sell at $5.75 before it comes all the way back down. So do bear that in mind if that does occur. Just because it breaks this for 1 day or 2 days doesn't mean it's the end. It just needs to break back above the $5.75 level. We are at a level where it's very important for Rocket Lab. But that's all the stocks done for you. If you did enjoy the video, leave a comment down below, leave me your suggestions. Join us every Sunday around 9 p.m. UK time, and you can convert that to your own time as well. Over here there'll be a video, down here there'll be a playlist for you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. So that was 54.16. 54.16. So what I've done there, instead of doing yours one by one and not making a video out of it, there's a lot of people that I think also want to see your specific stock suggestions, and it'll be nice for them to have a chance of seeing it as well. Let's have a look at your comments before we finish off with NVIDIA. We have got our 50 likes. We've got 96 people watching, 53 likes. We're looking at NVIDIA in about 2 minutes. This is the most important analysis of the day. I agree with Martyn PLT possible pump and dump next week. Why have all the tech stocks dropped so much this week? We've already answered this question. Great show as always, Sensei. Thank you, Zach8. A quick analysis on Toolray. I'll quickly do it, Mr. Mankey, just because we've already said we're not doing any more, but as he said, quick, I can do it very quickly for you. Tilray, yeah, I mean, we've sort of said that stock's going to continue going down. Next buy level is at 160. Next one after that is all-time lows at 150. So looks like the downtrend is continuing on NVIDIA. Enjoy what you do. Thanks. Thank you, Vanessa. Well, members located. Here we go. USA 39%, other 32%, UK 28%. That's very, very interesting. UK is not that far behind US on a Sunday show. Amazing. Thank you for doing that, Martyn. Thank you for everyone who's answering. Martyn, now you're holding a percentage of Palantir. Yes, it's very interesting, isn't it? Thank you for your time, says Jerry and Elba. No worries at all. Thank you for your time and choosing to spend your time watching me. Yes, very happy to own PLTR. That's what I love about the S&P 500. Yes, that's why it's so great. I own PLTR as well as an individual investment. Thanks, Sensei. Okay, time for NVIDIA. Let's get the chart ready. We'll be finishing the show right after we do the NVIDIA analysis. I haven't actually looked at NVIDIA this week, but now it's time to look at it. And it's gone exactly as predicted. I mean, it's not going to be the longest video because it's very clear what can happen here. So let me write this down. Video at 57. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. We are at a very, very important level. So far, it's gone exactly as I thought. We're back around that $100 support. But what happens from here is going to dictate not only how NVIDIA is going to trade over the coming months, but how the whole stock market is going to trade. So do stay with me until the end of the video. Just to let you know, everything in this video is not financial advice, should not be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Even if I was, I cannot advise you over YouTube. This is just for educational purposes only. When I say buy or sell levels, that doesn't mean you should buy at sell at these levels. It just means these are areas that I believe are resistance and support. So NVIDIA is at $102 right now. This is exactly what we said would happen last week. Well, I said I never say it's 100% going to happen. I say it's a more likely option that's going to occur, and the more likely scenario did play out. We were around $117. We broke that. We broke the upwards and downwards trend lines, and now we're back at the support at around $102. Went as low as, I think, we dipped into 101, which was exactly what we said. What happens next week is very important. Putting it simply, if we hold between $96 and $100, then everything's fine. Then you can then you can have another chance at continuing the uptrend. Two concerns. One is that you're putting in lower highs, meaning more people are selling earlier, taking their profits, and less people are willing to hold the stock. So as you can see, there was a high at $140. There was a high at $135, and there's this structure that was quite concerning, where everyone was sort of taking profits at $130 or selling at $130. That is what's a little bit concerning. People are now not only just keep buying the stock, they're also selling the stock. So why is that concerning? Because even if we hold $100, yes, it's a good thing. Yes, the upward structure has not changed. Then we have another battle, and the battle is taking out this high here, and taking this trend line to downside out. So two scenarios. One, we hold this level, which is great, which is what we want to see. But then we have to break structures and we have to continue going higher. And at every single one of these points, at this resistance here at $116, at this resistance at $130, this resistance at $135, this resistance at $140, you have to break every single one of them to make new all-time highs. There's a lot of resistance that needs to be broken for NVIDIA to continue making all-time highs. I'm not saying it can't happen, it's just there's a lot of barriers which would require a lot of selling, which would require a lot of people that are shorting this. For them to become liquidated, or require the people that are longing the stock, a lot of leverage on the long side would require them not to suddenly be flushed out with a sudden drop to the downside. So I'll be very careful. It'll be great if we hold this level. That would mean the structure isn't intact, and then we can start trying to break every single one of those resistance points.
Rick McGrath donated $5 through a super chat. Please everyone smash the like button, thumbs up.
Thank you, Rick McGrath. Thank you for your message on Discord as well. If everyone can hit the like button, that will be great. So there's opportunity to make money. There is opportunity to take a trade at $102, and then once you make a nice amount of profit within a week, I would suggest, I'm not going to suggest you do anything, but what I would do is, if I make 16% in a week, I'd be tempted to sell because there is so much overhead resistance. So my first sell level would be $116, my next sell level would be $130, my next sell level would be maybe $135, my next one would be all-time highs. As you can see, there's a lot of overhead resistance. I do expect we'll get some sort of bounce, but the bounce doesn't mean all-time highs. It might mean a sudden move to the upside for 16%. What I always do is always have money on the side in case my first buy zone doesn't come through, and my next buy zone is much lower than some people expect, but it can suddenly happen, especially if we get a wider downturn in the markets. And that's my next buy zone, which is $75. So for example, if something like this occurs, where we're at $100, we rebound to $116, come back down to $100, this support no longer holds, we break down, go down to $90, test the previous support as resistance at $95, then we can come down to levels such as $75. So I'll definitely be wary that that is a scenario that can happen. We can break $100. $100 doesn't mean that is the line in the sand. It can go, definitely can go lower than that. But it doesn't, yet again, it doesn't mean you can't make money at $100. Where we're at now, that there can be a bounce. It can take us to $116, it can take us to $113. But I'm just giving that warning out there that there is a lot of overhead resistance. There is a lot we have to overcome before we come back to all-time highs. So I'd be very careful. Trade it both ways. Buy it at $100, buy it at $75. Keep lowering your average. NVIDIA is a great company to own, and it's already 25% discount from all-time highs. If I can get it at 45% discount from all-time highs, I'd love that. And there is an opportunity to get it there as well. Just putting that warning out there. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Have a look at this video up here and playlist down here. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, so we've come to the end of the 103. Okay, let me just write that down. Did I write that right? Yes. Let me have a quick look at your comments. Thank you, Rick McGrath, for that super chat. Very, very kind. Love your NVIDIA analysis, says Rich. No worries at all. Martyn's coming back tomorrow morning and is live all week. Yes, please do tune into Martyn. He's live every morning bell, closing bell, every trading day, and it's a great watch. Been watching them all, I think. I will hold out for $75 as well in case the market crashes. Please hit the like button, says James. Subscribe to Martyn's YouTube channel. It's excellent live music nights every Friday night with live song requests via the chat. Click the link and be the first in the show in the morning. Here's the NVIDIA special in the morning. Please do click on that and join the show. There it is. Crash to boom. That will be an interesting one to watch tomorrow morning. Hey there, Martyn, do you think it's a good time to double up on PLTR? I think Martyn's answer to that would be no. Been watching them all. I think I'll hold out for $75. Tune into here's all the links for you guys. We've got the music channel. Please subscribe to that. At 10,000 subscribers, we can give a lot to charity. That's the X link. That's the all links. If you want to call in, and all the links that you might need. How many likes did we end with? 63 likes, 56 watching, more likes than viewers, as we do every week. It's been a great show. Good luck this week. Be very careful with the markets. I've just got a gut feeling a downturn's coming. I haven't actually. Let me just look at the S&P 500 quickly. Yes. I mean, that's what I saw in a video. It was a bit shaky. The S&P 500 breaking its parallel channel, so it looks like, and it didn't make a higher high, so be very careful. It looks like more of a downturn is coming in the markets this week. Make sure you have enough money to buy if a big crash comes. Until next time, take care of yourselves, your money, take care of your money, yourselves, and each other. Bye bye.